Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to be doing a little bit of a disassembly / blade swap. This is purely for scientific reasons. I'm going to put it all back, but I wanted to open up this knife to clean it out. And while I was doing that, I was going to go ahead and try and do a blade swap on the other V2 Pena Mula that I own. Crane's Cutlery exclusive. This is a Sons of Liberty exclusive. So let's get into it. All we will be needing is a T8 pivot, a T8 screw. So let's go ahead and get in on the stiffer side. We're going to use this right here. T8 for the body screws, T8 for the pivot screw. My buddy did warn me that he put blue Loctite on these. So let's see. I think I'm just spinning in the back. Yes, I am. So we're going to go ahead and get the other T8 out of this box. Set it here. Sorry, guys. Ooh. Yeah, he did definitely blue Loctite it, which is typically what I do. Let's see. That's righty. I'm going to go tighty. We'll set this T8 in the back. Hold it perfectly still. Get it here. This is just to break the screws loose. Cool. And we're going to give it a good cleaning as well. So there's that one. Yeah, definitely blue Loctited. You can tell it's kind of falling off the threads, which is totally fine. I'm going to come here to the body screws. These ones are not free spinning, so these are going to be a little bit easier. There we go. Those broke loose pretty easy. That one broke loose pretty easy as well, so we're just going to grab this part right here and kind of freehand it. Cool, I'm really excited to do this, get this broken apart. The construction is almost virtually identical, but I wanted to make sure to see if it was, so. Cool. That one comes out. It comes out as well. Cool. Yes, this one does run on skiff bearings as well. As you can see, these are skiffs, enclosed bearings. We're going to clean all that stuff up before we put them in there. And then these are the stock bearings from Riyadh. They kind of have this open-sided, enclosed sided. So yeah. Whereas the skiffs, if you notice, they're closed on both sides, which leads to a smoother action that doesn't get dirty as easy. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just really quick, very quickly, take this knife, blade. We're going to set it on top of this one. Let's clean it up first. How about we do that? Yeah, I got this. We use 91% isopropyl alcohol on a rag. We get to cleaning. Yeah. It was a dirty boy. Hadn't been cleaned in a while, and I'm just doing this kind of so when I send it back to my friend Damien, it's nice and ready to go for him. So we'll go ahead and clean off this side as well. Clean off this bearing. Grab all this way. Clean it right, Alex. Sweet. Clean this side. Oh, that back side came off. Cool. So anyways, keeping all of the hardware separate. This goes to this Mula. This one will go to this one. I'm just going to try to set this right on top here. We're going to grab the other washer. Now, this hasn't been lubricated. This is all for, like I said, this is an experiment. Oh, okay. Sorry. Try to get you back on camera. So we set that in there. I'm going to grab the pivot screw. I believe this is stainless steel hardware. Cool, that one went down, everything got settled as I was doing that. That's nice. We are recording out of the garage, so please forgive the oncoming traffic that is on the other side of my block. I live right next to an interstate loop, so oh, that is lovely. So for those of you who are wondering, you can blade swap. I got a little bit of blade play, but I hadn't tightened everything up to any kind of standard or whatsoever. This was just to see if the parts fit to do the blade swap, and they do, which is really nice. And I did tighten it up a little bit. We're good to go. So if you ever wanted to, if you had both knives, VE2, version 2, and this Tanto version from Sons of Liberty, you will be able to do a blade swap very easily, because it's all T8 hardware. Yeah, we like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it off, take everything off, and focus on the cleaning of my friends, and I will put mine back together off screen later. Let's get all this stuff off. Sorry guys, I keep on going off camera. My bad. Because everything for this Mula is off screen just a little bit. Alrighty, and making sure I separate all of the hardware. This knife belongs here, this knife belongs over here, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Come on, baby. There it goes. There we go. All right. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, that does work. For anybody out there wondering, the blade swap does work. I will try to have to put that in the description as well, so that way future users who have that question can have it answered themselves. I like how this one has back spacers, and this one on mine has these barrel spacers, and this one has a back spacer. That's interesting as well. I did not know that. Just now getting to see that, getting some more isopropyl alcohol on a rag here, and we're just gonna tune it up a little bit, clean off some of these, clean off these skiff bearings. That'd be the way to go. Get it lubricated with some Gunny Glide here in a second. I'll show you guys that. You guys know how I do this. Get back in here, kind of try to clean in through here, through this little lanyard hole that they have. So yeah, that's what this one has. It's a lanyard hole rather than the lanyard back spacer. So let's get that crap out of there. These are gonna be ready to go. We'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Where's my wetness? There we go. It's almost time to change the rags out. And then what else do we have here? This one looks pretty clean as well. Yeah, and the blade clean as well. Make sure to clean that up. All right, so let's get the lubrication out. We're gonna get this guy back together quick and in a hurry. So we're gonna get this spacer back here. Grab this skiff washer. Get you some gunny juice. Get some gunny juice on the washer. We're gonna get some all along the barrel as well, right around here. That'll help with the action. We're going to set the blade now. Oh, we're gonna get the back spacer. Set it. We're going to set this washer in, but first we're gonna kind of gunny it up. Might have been a little bit too much, but it's okay. Get that. Kind of use this to spread it around. I actually like this construction a lot more with the barrel spacers because it just sits right on top where it needs to go. But we're also going to put a little bit of lubrication right here on the detent. Just a little bit. But yeah, this sits perfectly. Whereas when you have the back spacer, there's a little pin that creates your little lanyard loop that you have to make sure that you got in there pretty good. So we are going to grab this screw, get it in there, try to get it primed. There we go. And we're gonna come back with the Loctite, buddy. Don't worry. I will not Loctite the body screws. Just on my own personal knives, I don't do that because these body screws, even with the T8 head, they still can strip out. Damien has a story about that, having the body screw strip out even on a T8 head. So let's just double check the action. Okay, yeah, we're not there yet. I need to tighten up a little bit more. But before I do that, let's go ahead and hold your horsies. Grab one of those. Grab your blue Loctite. like I said, Damien, I'm only gonna do the blue Loctite on the pivot, just for the sake of being able to take those off easy. Hold on, give me a second. There we go, that should have been enough. I don't put a lot to help with any kind of seizing upon disassembly. But yeah, I appreciate you for letting me take this apart, Damien. Let's see, well, this one needs to come back in a little bit more. This one's missing. Hang on, guys. As you can see, this one's protruding out. This side is protruding out a little bit more than this side. I think that's because of me. We're going to try to get it to settle. Hang on. Will tightening it help that? I wonder. Yes, it is sucking it back down. There we go. Let's check the blade play is there a little bit, so we're going to tighten up just a little bit. Now it's spinning on the back side again. We'll take this tool, make sure we're tightening. Yep. Okay, let's try that. No blade play. Action's still good. Centering is great. So cool. There we go. The action is all gunned out. Gonna glide, guys. We're not going to take apart the Lanny's clip. I would feel too I wouldn't want to do anything bad to this one, so we're just going to leave this one as is and just call this one the only disassembly. This has been a blade swap experiment with the Pena knives, Sons of Liberty exclusive in a Tanto blade shape. And yeah, that one was really exciting, guys. I really enjoyed this one. Please like, comment, subscribe if you have any questions. And yeah, cool. Appreciate it, Damien. Thank you for letting me try this one on. Bye now.